Are you looking for a project management experience that includes high education tactics and hard-hitting truths packaged with non-stop laughter and fun? Then look no further than author, CSP, and project management expert, Dr. James T. Brown.
What I'm going to talk about today are things that are implied. There's going to be nothing new or magical. Implied truths, things that we should know, but for some reason, guess what? We don't always do them. I go to a lot of different companies and I get to see them on the inside, and sometimes I'm quite shocked and amazed at what I see. And all I can say is thank God for non-disclosure. This is what separates good and great in companies. Great companies terminate ugly projects early and often. Good companies ride them too long. A lot of the ugly that you see will not be in your job description. Right? I'm out here doing my job and I see ugly 30 yards to my left. The question is, do I do my job and attack the ugly, or do I just do my job? And what I'm telling you is, when you see ugly, you better stomp it out, because it's like roaches. What's gonna happen is, if you ignore that ugly is gonna grow, and the next thing you know, you'll be dealing with it. Where we fail often is we do not have clear accountability. I have like a top 10 list for project success. Number one on that list is clear lines of accountability. I can't tell you how many times I go into a project to look at it or whatever, and I say, who's responsible for this? Well, you know, we got 2 organizations that do this, or it's all clear, or we've got a team of people. I don't want a team, I want belly button accountability. All right, belly button accountability means I can point to one individual who is responsible for this, and that is the individual that I gracefully name. If someone has a deliverable that they owe me in 2 weeks, I will come by their office or contact them and see them. I will not talk about the deliverable. The deliverable is invisible. They know that they owe me a deliverable, and I know that they know that I know that they know they owe me a deliverable. So when I ask them how their son's soccer game went, they really know that I'm in there because of the deliverable. We have the civil conversation about the soccer game, and I go on my way. Because if they had an issue or a problem, they saw me face to face, or they talked to me on the phone, they know they should have what? Raised it, because I'm expecting delivery. So you should lay awake at night as a project manager and say, how can I nag people in a graceful way? People forget about simple. If you don't talk about simple, people will forget about simple. So when we talk about creativity is overrated, it is, in my opinion, because we are taught to think independently. You go to school, what's the first thing they say? Don't look at your neighbor's paper. Work independently. First grade, second grade, third grade, 12th grade. You go to college, what do they say? Work independently. Don't look at your neighbor's paper. You go to work, what do they say? Work in teams. You must be a lifelong student of human behavior. You must study human behavior so you can understand human behavior, so you can predict human behavior, so you can manage or manipulate. I don't care what M word you use, it's the same thing, human behavior. If you still think people are logical, you probably got a bottle of Advil in your desk. Because they're not. The organization is not logical, your leadership is not logical. You better know what human behavior buttons you have to push to get things done. My goal is, if somebody sees me in the mall, on the highway, whatever, I want them to say, that is the best project manager I ever worked with. That's my goal. I don't want them to say, that guy was a pain. Some people that say that guy's a pain get things done, but I want to be the best that they ever work with, because guess what? If I establish that reputation, then people want to work with me. If people want to work with me, I get to choose the best people, period. When you have more people that want to work with you than can, you get to choose the best. You give me the best people, I'll do the best work. It's simple as that. If you give me the leftover or the dregs of the organization, then I'll be working like a dog, still not getting good stuff done.
Dr. James T. Brown is the go-to source for your project management needs. Equipped with 3 degrees and 16 years experience in leadership roles at NASA, Dr. Brown is now the president of SEBA Solutions Incorporated, a registered education provider for the Project Management Institute. Whether it's through his published book, online training, or magazine articles, Dr. Brown combines a brilliant bluntness with a practical, real-world advice to help your organization gain the project management education and tactics needed for success.
When I got out of college, I found something my father said that I've now said to my children, that I didn't listen to my father and my children don't listen to me, is that I really didn't understand how money worked till I got on my own place, and had to pay my own bills. You know, that's when I understood. In other words, you don't know what broke is until you're college, you're a fresh graduate, you got a new job, and you got student loans, and first time you had to pay mortgage, rent, all of those things that line up. And so I was broke, and I'm eating lunch every day, and I'm doing a peanut butter and jelly or bologna and cheese on a good day lunch kind of thing, because I had no more money for lunch. All the older employees are sitting around talking about, well, are we going to Thai today? Are we going to go, do this? So they're living a life. They're older, making more money, more established, and it's funny how, as broke people at NASA, we could all find it. So it was about 4 or 5 of us right out of school, broke, all eating peanut butter and jelly or bologna and cheese every day. And then one day, one of my colleagues came in and said, I found this great restaurant, and it's cheap buffet, all you can eat. It's a little ways down NASA Road 1, but if we hustle, we can make it there and back. And so I went there and loved it. I'm like, man, all of this, for this price, this is great. And so we're down there like 3 times a week. We'd walk down the hallway, and we'd give each other little clues about, we going today? And then we'd all run out to the car, hustle down there. Because it was buffet, we could run in and eat real quick. And we were loving this every day. And one day, I'm watching the 6 o'clock news, and I see the action reporter. Okay. And I see the restaurant owner. And immediately I know this is probably not going to be good. So they're interviewing the owner, and the reporter says, so you are saying you do not serve your patrons dog food? And the owner says, no, we do not serve dog food to our patrons here. And I was like, good. And then the cameraman pans into the dumpster, and the dumpster is full of Alpo cans. Not 1 can, not 2 cans, not 20 cans. Cans as far as the eye can see are in the dumpster. And so the reporter turns again. So you're saying you do not serve your patrons dog food? And he says, no. Now, have I eaten dog food? Yes, I have. If I've eaten a can of dog food, I've eaten a case of dog food. And my friends and I, we'd eaten the dog food, but that wasn't the problem. The problem was, what are we going to do? That food was good. It was good. And so, what I want you to take away from this is this. Think about every day a chef showed up at that restaurant and had to open up those cans of dog food. And dog food doesn't smell good when you open up the can. It's not, when you open the can, you say, ooh, I'm ready to eat now. It's not like that. So he opened up those cans of dog food every day and made it taste good. So my message for you is, even though I've talked about these fundamental truths today, odds are very high that you're going to go back to the work environment tomorrow and you're going to have what I call dog food circumstances. You're going to have to take very poor ingredients, not the best, and still come out with an outcome that tastes good. All right? And so that's the challenge I leave you with today. I appreciate your time and attendance, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you very much.